Hello. I'm waiting for my kidlet to get a haircut, and I am really freaking tired. So essentially, the Norovirus, which is like a horrible flu bug that's like puking, diarrhea, stomach pain, fever, body aches, headache, super contagious, pretty much spread through my group home. It started with one of the people that it started with staff, and then consumers got it, and then I got it, and literally like 3 of the people that lived there had to go to the hospital. I couldn't work for like 3 days. Most people that have worked there have got it. 4 of us have gotten it twice. So I was super sick last Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then thank God I had Friday and Saturday off. Then went back to work on Sunday feeling a bit better, and then Monday I was like fever, stomach pains, nausea, trips to the bathroom for 3 days. So that was again the second week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so 2 weeks in a row. I lost weight. But not my intention, obviously. But more specifically, I'm so tired because following that, I ended up having some severe pain issues. But one thing at a time. So I guess I would say that I have ADHD and there's a lot going on in this parking lot. I guess I would say that it's not uncommon for me to have a flare-up of symptoms due to some sort of sickness. I remember a few years ago I was doing pretty good and I was exposed to freaking A, maybe the same thing, I don't know. Maybe that one was more like the traditional influenza. But I remember it really set back my symptoms, and I feel like this norovirus has caused my symptoms to flare. When I first got FND almost 4 years ago, I had like my hand would shake like this, and I'd have like my head would shake like this, and my whole body would shake. And so that's how it's been. I've had like my shoulders been shaking, and I've been like feeling my whole body kind of like vibrating, and I don't know, I guess I just feel like the overwhelming sensation of the symptoms of the flu just dysregulate the system like pain does or whatever. So, I think in years past I would have been really freaked out. But I do know very well that symptoms kind of come and go, or wax and wane in their severity. But then I made a big mistake. So, my stomach hurts so bad right now. I'm like dying. I still don't feel great. So 4 years ago, almost exactly, I had a massage, and it was almost like, hey lady, I have these issues with my ribs and my low back. Can you just kind of look at my symptoms and see if you can find like a structural issue, not just a disproportionate reaction to normalcy? Because that was something that I had a specialist tell me, like, well, it's not like something really bad happens to your body, but it's like you're feeling it as though like something that's kind of relatively normal or not that big of a deal, but your body's perceiving it as like way worse. So this massage, I was kind of like, hey, will you look at my structure and tell me if you see any issues specifically with that? And it messed me up so bad. I had 4 weeks straight of severe, horrible sciatic nerve pain going down both my legs, and it was literally around the clock 24/7 for like a month. And just 2 weeks after that month is when I got FND. I had stretched my neck and it felt like someone tased me in the back, and my fingers and toes started curling, and I vowed to never have a massage again. And I somehow forgot, because Thursday I used one of those chairs, you know, like the salon has when you get a pedicure or at the mall. And it felt so good. Like, way good. Like, I was like, Joe, I need one of these. Where are we going to put it? But it was a really big mistake, because when I got to sleeping, I fell asleep on the couch. And that can mess me up because it's too soft, and I can't have the bed too soft or too hard. Like Joe's side of the bed, we have a bed that's half and half mattress. So my side, it's not like one of those Tempur-Pedic or Sleep Numbers, but it's just a traditional mattress, but they constructed it in a way that his side is more firm and mine's more soft. But it's all about balance of how soft, how firm. So anyways, the couch itself is an issue, but it was like worse than that. The pain was just excruciating. And then finally I went to sleep in bed, and I slept in, which is also something that my body hates. Like, it's very arthritic in symptoms like that. And then from there, I was like, oh my God, what year is it? Because I was like crawling out to get the ice pack and screaming in pain and using my cane to get around, and like having to stop every few steps and like freak out just because it's so excruciating. And then it was like my whole freaking that was close, body hurt so bad, like my neck and my ribs and my low back. And then there was like the shocking crazy nerve pain, and it was like, what have I done? I was really concerned that I kind of set myself back. I already was thinking, God, this flu set me back like 3 years, because now I'm like having all kinds of crazy symptoms again that I haven't had in a really long time. But then now, from that stupid chair, I'm like freaking messed up. And then toward the evening, I was like, okay, I'm still sore, but better. Nope. I woke up at like, I don't know, some god-awful hour of the morning, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., freaking out, screaming. I could not even tolerate it. I could barely move at all. And it's predominantly my left lower back, like the sacroiliac joint, kind of where your piriformis muscle and your sciatic nerves start, and the pain was just outrageous. But I'm better now. It's 2 p.m. I was really having trouble from like 4 to 6, 3 to 6, something like that. But just atrocious pain. So what do I do with all that? I almost called my doctor for like some narcotics or something, but I don't do good with pain medication. They make me really angry. Oh, hello. These are dirty glasses. Can't tolerate that. Yeah, narcotics make me grumpy and super nauseous and a lot of pain. So I was using a combination of like Tylenol and Aleve and ice and heat and rotation. I'm tired. And I have to work in the morning, so that sucks. I do miss being able to give myself more of what I need than having to let my hours and job dictate that. But I'm thankful for the job, and I'm thankful that it keeps me going and keeps me having to be okay, I guess. I wanted to tell you, I quit smoking marijuana like a month ago for pain and muscle issues and stress and anxiety and all that. I don't get anxious, but I get anxious. And I also quit drinking about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I didn't get like drunk all the time. Very rarely. I don't like how it feels at all. But I would drink too often. I think I mentioned that in a video recently. My job is super stressful, and I started to like feel like I needed to come home and have a drink to relax, and then it would be like 2 whiskeys, you know, and it was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be the person that's like, gotta have this to make me be okay. And so I mention this because for 2 reasons. One, I think the lack of sedatives have caused me to be more susceptible to my symptoms, because I think my body was used to having one or both of those things on a really regular basis. So I've been dealing with like being super amped up and like wide awake, and that's something I'm just trying to wait it out to let my body acclimate. And then the other thing is I'm trying to do positive things in my life, looking forward to things that are positive, that will build up my health and add to my health instead of take away from my health. So like when I'm having a really exhausting or stressful day at work, I'll think, oh, I'm gonna go home and take a hot Epsom salt bath and drink some tea and read my book. I'm gonna put on my favorite pajamas and snuggle up in the corner of the sectional because it's my favorite spot. So I kind of try to change up the mental perspective of like what it is that I need, instead of, oh, I need a drink of whiskey, or, oh, I can't wait to, you know, smoke a bowl or whatever. And so I feel better for those things. I'm happy about it. I feel good about it. I don't feel like I'm missing out. I have been thinking about like, geez, maybe I need some rescue medicine in my safe just in case shit hits the fan, you know, because I really have been having severe pain issues more than I had been before. And also, yeah, just an influx of symptoms. But I guess with all that to be said, I mean, we just have to keep going, you know. I'll never forget once Darren, I think I've referenced this a few times, but I remember laying in bed and he was up doing something and he came in and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And he just said, you don't have a choice. That's not a choice. And that sounds like on the outside like maybe that was a callous thing, but he wasn't saying it that way. And you know, there's just not a choice. And so we keep on keeping on. And I started like, oh my God, I have to work tomorrow. This is not fair. I can't believe it. I'm so tired. I've had no rest, even though I may have not been doing a lot, but have been absolutely, utterly miserable. Look at me. I'm freaking exhausted. I can't believe I have to go to work in the morning. But it's like, oh, I'm gonna bring this healthy salad because I'm trying to count my points, like with the Weight Watcher program, because I'm trying to lose weight. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring my yummy salad and I'm gonna drink tea and maybe I'll dress comfy because I work in a house setting and it's the weekend, and you know, so just trying to change my mental perspective, I guess. But this video is getting kind of long, so I just wanted to tell you, you know, I get it. I get the whole, I don't know how to say it, like marathon. The marathon of continuing on. It's crazy. But I don't know. That's all for now, I guess. So what have you got any specifics as far as things that you've been trying to change your mental perspective on? Tell me in the comments. I'd like to know. Also, you guys, if you don't already know and you're new to FND, oh my gosh, there are some really amazing support groups on Facebook. FND Action. They have both a website and groups, and also FND Hope and the Young FND Fighters. I have not left anything in the description box for a really long time. But those are some really great groups on Facebook. Also, you can find me on Facebook and add me. It's just Larissa Anderson. Because I'm happy to chat with you guys if you have any questions. But seriously, those groups are way more valuable than me as an individual, because it's us as a whole, and it's great. There's a lot of support. I also think it's good to take breaks from researching and focusing on it, and also just try to set it aside and focus on life and not just the health, which is easy for me to say, right? Like when you're having seizures or severe disability that's impeding your every move, like it's really hard to focus on anything else besides that, I'm sure. And I've been there at times with my symptoms. But don't forget to live life too. And if that means you have to live a new life because you can't access or participate in the old you, that's okay too. You can find new things to love and be into as well. I'm getting a cramp in my forehead because it's sunny. Okay, I love you guys. Talk to you soon.